Week 3, Day 3, Morning Nourishment, Daniel 3:17 through 18. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the blazing furnace of fire, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O King. But if he does not, let it be known to you, O King, that we will not serve your gods, nor worship the golden image that you have set up. Daniel 3:23. And these 3 men fell into the midst of the blazing furnace of fire, bound up. In Daniel 3, Satan's strategy was to seduce the young overcomers among God's defeated elect in the worship of idols through Nebuchadnezzar's blindness. Nebuchadnezzar made a great image of gold, 60 cubits, or 90 feet, in height, and set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar sent word to assemble the high officials and all kinds of officers and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image that he had set up. And he commanded all the peoples, nations, and languages to worship his golden image. Whoever did not fall down and worship was to be thrown into the midst of a blazing furnace of fire. Daniel's 3 companions, the young overcomers among the Jewish captives, stood against the devilish worship and were accused by the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans were jealous of Daniel and his companions and took their refusal to worship the golden image as grounds to accuse them before Nebuchadnezzar. Today's reading. Nebuchadnezzar, in rage and fury, tempted the young overcomers by giving them another chance to worship his golden image, with the threat of throwing them into a blazing furnace of fire. The 3 overcomers answered, If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the blazing furnace of fire, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O King. Their response to Nebuchadnezzar was impolite and very bold, yet there was still something of the natural thought in their response. They said that God was able to deliver them from the blazing furnace. Actually, God did not need to deliver them from the furnace. He kept them in the furnace and made the fire of no effect. Nebuchadnezzar was filled with fury, and the countenance of his face was changed toward the young overcomers. He commanded that the furnace be made 7 times hotter than usual, and that certain mighty man in his army bind the overcomers and throw them into the blazing furnace of fire. The mighty men were slain by the flame of the fire, and the 3 young overcomers fell into the blazing furnace of fire, bound up. Nebuchadnezzar was astonished and said to his counselors, Did we not throw 3 men into the midst of the fire, bound up? Look, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they were not harmed. And the appearance of the 4th is like a son of the gods. This 4th one was Christ. Christ had come to be with his 3 suffering, persecuted overcomers, and to make the fire a pleasant place in which to walk about. Our natural thought is that we need to leave the fire of our circumstances. We may think that if we have a troublesome husband or a bothersome wife, we should pray and ask God to deliver us out of such a situation. But the Lord would say, I do not like to deliver you from this situation in your married life. Instead, I will keep you there, and I will come and make your environment a pleasant place. When the enemy throws us into the furnace, we should realize that we do not need to ask the Lord to deliver us. He will come to be with us and take care of us in our suffering, making our place of suffering a pleasant situation. As the Lord was with those suffering overcomers in Babylon, so He will be with us in our suffering today.